Few days ago, I saw a 2-year-old still in her diapers. She could not tie her shoes yet, nor she could say a full sentence clearly. But she could unlock an iPhone, swipe through photos, open YouTube Kids faster than her grandmother could find the power button and stop her. And we laugh, we say, look how smart she is. We feel surprised and sometimes even proud. And I wondered, what are we actually seeing? Are we seeing real intelligence? Namaste, I'm Vaishali Nadgir and welcome to Aloka. In this series, Early Childhood in the Digital Era, I don't want to simply ask whether the screens are good or bad. I think that question has become too small because screens are everywhere and they are in our homes, our daily lives and our children's lives. So the deeper question is, what happens when screen becomes part of the childhood very early? And most importantly, I feel, what are screens quietly replacing in our children's life? We have to understand why this generation is different. Children being born today are the first generation to meet these glowing screens so early. Before many of them learn to walk properly, they are learning to scroll. We feel this is fascinating because children are quick learners. Their ability to observe and copy is amazing. But this is also very worrying because we do not have a clear map of this. No generation of parents have faced this before. Did our mother face this? No. Our mothers never had to decide whether 3-year-old should have 30 minutes of screen time or 2 hours of screen time. In many ways, we are learning as we go. Before we talk about screen, we must understand childhood. It is very important that we understand this clearly. Early childhood is not just a cute phase. It is not just a time before school, and it is not about learning ABC, numbers, colors or rhymes. Early childhood is the foundation of human being. Now let's see what happens between birth and age 5. Child's brain forms more than 1 million neural connections every second. Yes, every second. Can you imagine how much is being built inside the child's brain? And this happens with basic simple activities like playing, listening, touching, climbing, crying, whatever you see child doing on a regular day-to-day basis. A child's brain is built in ordinary moments that may look very simple to us. It happens when baby looks into the mother's eyes and the mother smiles back. It happens when a toddler stacks a blocks too high, the tower falls and he tries again. It happens when he's putting the puzzle piece and it doesn't fit. He tries again and finally succeeds. These may look very small moments, but for the child, these are very big experiences. In Montessori, we see something beautiful happening again and again. The hands slowly help build the mind and brain. The young child does not learn by listening. The child learns by doing. The child's hand, body, senses, mind are all connected. Now let's see what happens when he does the regular activities. When a child pours water carefully, transfers grain from bowl to another, folds his clothes, peels a banana, carries a small tray with that concentration, these are not activities to keep the child busy, but they are very purposeful activities. They are deep brain building experiences. Through movement, repetition, coordination, and real involvement with the environment, the child is building his attention, focus, control, and also independence. Now, in real life also, we see something similar happen. It grounds the child when a child needs door or waters the plant or jumps in the puddle or he tries to wash his own cup. He listens to a story, looks at the book, waits for his turn. The child is beginning to build his inner order. The child is building relationship with his outer world. Now comes the important question, the most important question. What happens when screens enter this equation? Let me tell you, screens work very differently. Screens excite the brain but do not satisfy the child's body. The eyes are active, the brain is stimulated, but the hands are still, the senses are passive. The child is constantly receiving but not truly experiencing it fully. So you will hear many parents saying that after the screen time, the child is restless, irritable, more demanding, and unable to shift easily. This is because the stimulation has continued in the mind, but child did not get the grounding what he needs to get from the real experiences, the real touch, the real effort. This is very important difference to understand what happens between when the child is on screen and when he is working with images. What we are seeing again and again, both in research and in real homes, is that screen time does not affect only one area of child. It slowly touches many areas together and small things. Sometimes these changes are not dramatic in one day. They happen quietly over time and through daily habits. And slowly it starts touching and showing in few places. Now let's find out what are those. One is attention. The child who is used to fast-track videos, quick sounds, and changing scenes may find ordinary life too slow. A book may feel slow, the blocks may feel slow, and even simple conversation may feel slow. So sometimes the child looks very focused on the screen, but he struggles to stay with real life attention because screen focus and real attention are not always the same. It also touches the language development. A child may learn or know rhymes, jingles, characters or dialogues from the video. But the language is not learned by repeating words. Language is being able to say things what he has to convey. I am happy, I am angry, I need help, I want water. These are the real conversation. A screen can give words, but a person gives meaning. We have seen sometimes it is touching emotional regulations also. When screen becomes the quickest way to stop crying, the child slowly learns, I need a screen to calm myself. Yes, that may calm the child for the moment, but over the time, the child misses of practicing crying, recovering, waiting, comforting, not getting the things from inside. If every time the screen becomes the outside regulator, it becomes a very difficult thing. Screen also touches the imaginative play. Okay, why build a house with cushions when a video is one tap away? Why turn spoons into rocket or bed sheets into tents? But imaginative play is just not cute what we think or messy. This is how children practice language, problem solving skills and creativity. Boredom is the place where creativity starts. So don't go and rush to close that gap of boredom and offer things to your child. Let your child find out things. This is not the place where I want to say that the screen should not be around us or our children. This is the world where we are going to be with it. But we need to understand how to offer the technology to the children. Not all years of childhood are same. A 13-year-old using technology is not same as 2-year-old using technology. A child with strong language, imagination, self-control and real-world confidence is not as same as a child whose foundation is forming. So how can we protect early childhood, especially from birth to 6, while still accepting that technology is part of our life? This is where our role becomes important. For a child under 6, the real experiences should be much bigger than the screen experiences. For children below 2, the screens are best avoided completely. After that, maybe half an hour, very minimal, very intentional, and not as the background of the whole day. Now, the hardest part. The parents will say, how do we do all this while living busy modern lives? We have to ask, what does healthy early childhood look like in the digital era when we are surrounded by screens? First, protect the sacred spaces. There are certain moments in a day which are golden for connection. Meals, bedtime, going to school, coming back from school, walking together, going to a supermarket. All these things, please let it be on its own and avoid screens. Second is, be present when they are present. You don't have to be available every second. That is impossible. And honestly, that is not needed. But when you are with your child, be truly with them for a little while. Let it be your space with the child space, your time with the child time for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Next is embrace child's boredom. Next time when your child says, I'm bored, don't rush to fill those empty moments with toys, screens, classes. Again, I want to say, boredom is where the creativity begins. Let them pick up something and turn into games. At first, boredom is uncomfortable for them and for us. But if we can tolerate it a little bit, it will slowly start to bloom their inner world. So the next time child says, I'm bored, you do not have to immediately become the entertainer. Sometimes, best thing is do not rush in too quickly. Last thing, curate but don't simply ban. This is not about the zero screen time for every family. It is not possible in today's world. But we have to be intentional. We have to make sure that these early years of foundation years are being preserved. A slower content is better than the rapid, noisy content whenever you are giving to a child about 2 years. Next, another one is, fifth one, is model what you want to see. If you want them to look up from the screens, they need to see us also looking up. If they see us constantly scrolling, checking notifications during meal, replying while they are talking, or sleeping with the phone in hand, they learn that this is a very normal adult behavior. So the most powerful parenting intervention is not what we say, is what we do. So tonight or tomorrow, don't ask how much screen time did my child have, but ask something deeper. What did the screen replace today? Did it replace mealtime, free play, conversation, story time, walking together? And then maybe bring back just one small thing, not everything, just one thing. Hope this has made you pause and think a little. This is Aloka. Thank you.